In this video, we are creating this amazing Windows XP screen effect inside Premiere Pro. It's easier than you think. So without wasting any time, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is set up our background. I'm going to add the Windows XP wallpaper into my timeline. Just drag it into your timeline and place it as your base layer. Now we need to add our first adjustment layer. Go to the project panel, click on New Item, and choose Adjustment Layer. Drop it into your timeline above the wallpaper layer. Now go to the Effects panel and search for Mosaic. Drag and drop the Mosaic effect onto this adjustment layer. In Effect Controls, we're going to change three things. First, increase the number of tiles all the way to 200. That's the maximum value. Second, set the softness to 0. We want sharp, hard pixel edges, not a blurry mess. Third, increase the stroke amount just a little bit. This adds a subtle grid line between the tiles, which really sells that old pixelated screen look. Play it back, and you'll already see that retro, pixelated vibe starting to come through. Now add another adjustment layer on top of everything. This time, go to Effects and search for RGB Split. Drag and drop it onto this new adjustment layer. Here's the good news. You don't need to change any settings here. The default values already look great. But if you want to experiment and push the effect further, feel free to play around with the parameters. Now it's time to bring in all our elements. I'm adding my real video into the timeline first. Then I add the old Windows XP Notepad UI PNG on top of it. This is the classic Notepad window that sits on screen like a real desktop application. I align the Notepad PNG with my video so they line up properly. Now here's something important. When I place the Notepad PNG, I notice it's too wide for my reel. So I go to Effect Controls, find the scale setting, and uncheck Uniform Scale. This allows me to change the width and height independently. I decrease the scale width until the Notepad PNG fits perfectly over my video. Now it looks like the video is actually playing inside the Notepad window. Next, I add the mouse arrow cursor PNG and place it on screen, just like a real Windows XP desktop where the cursor is always sitting somewhere on screen. I also add a pixelated 3-heart graphic and place it in the top right corner. This is a small but important design decision. Without something in that corner, the composition feels empty and unbalanced. Adding this element there fills the visual weight and makes the whole frame feel complete and intentional. Once you're happy with the placement of all your elements, add one final adjustment layer on top of everything. Go to Effects and search for Lens Distortion. Drag and drop it onto this top adjustment layer. In Effect Controls, increase the curvature value to around 50%, but now you'll notice a problem. The edges of the frame are curved inward, and there's white space around the corners. We need to fix that. This is a very simple fix. Go to Effects and search for Transform. Add the Transform effect to the same adjustment layer. In Effect Controls, increase the scale value and keep scaling up until the curved video fills the entire screen with no white edges visible. Once it fits perfectly, stop there. And that's it. Look at that. We just built a complete Windows XP screen effect entirely inside Premiere Pro. Now that all your elements are placed, you can nest them into a single sequence and animate them however you like. And the best part is, this same technique works for any CRT or old screen effect. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a like, share it with your editor friends, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep editing!